Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of me building my first ever layout. If you've been watching my channel, you've probably seen a lot of reviews for this stuff already, but this is the official update, shall we say. So first, I wanted to show you I've ordered and arrived from Gagemaster the grey ballasted underlay. And a lot of people have said it's pretty good, looks pretty realistic, so I thought, well, why not give it a try. 5 meters, and it was about £25, I think. So I went on Hatton's, as you can see here from the card, and I ordered some quarter straights just to basically put in between in the corners, just so I can make the oval slightly bigger. So I ordered 4 of them in this package and 4 in another package, so I've ordered 8 in total. So there you can see those there. Nothing extravagant. I ordered some Thomas rolling stock, just some ventilated vans. They were a 3-pack, they were £28. The review for them is already up on the channel. They're pretty nice, I have to say, and you know, they can go with anything. The only reason you'd know they were Thomas and Friends, and I said this in my review, is that it says in the box there's no faces or anything on them, so when they're just out in the layout they can pretty much go with anything. I bought the Country Station. I have not yet done a review for that. I have filmed it and I have showed the progress on it, but I haven't put that up yet. I just haven't had time, to be honest with you. But that is a lovely piece of kit. It's a plastic kit, it's all snapped together. You will need some glue. It says you don't need it, but if you want to keep it together, it's probably the best thing to do. So here it is. You can see it's just like plonked on the layout. It's in no particular order. It wasn't staying there. I just put it there just to show you what it's like, and I paid £19.50 for that. So yeah, pretty good. A little bit less than retail. And as I say, I'm going for the rural theme if you've been following this series, so this kind of fits right in. I may change it later to a Scaledale building. These are the Thomas vans, the ventilated vans, so you get a cattle van and then you get just 2 box vans. As you can see here, if you haven't already seen my review, you really wouldn't be able to tell. You could probably run them with anything, mixed freight if you wanted to, or stuff like that. But I just thought I'd get them in the collection. As I've said many times, although I'm not going for Thomas based layout, with it coming to an end of production with Hornby and no longer being selling them after 2018, I thought, well, we'll just get some. They were £28, so not too cheap, not too expensive, and they got some nice weathering detail on them, metal wheels, all those sorts of things are there. So yeah, they're pretty tidy. I think this is the only time they've been out. They went straight back in the box and they've gone into collection. So then another parcel arrived from Hatton's. I think you can see in the background I'd started to cut some foam at this point to be making my tunnel. So you can see there are small quarter straights. I bought some pre-owned stuff, so I bought a pre-owned brake van, LMS brake van, and I bought a pre-owned box van as well. They were £5 and £7, I think they were, can't remember now. And I decided to order myself a water tower, but I wanted a piece of Scaledale because I've been looking at the range and it looked pretty good. So I bought the water tower. That was £14.40. It was actually cheaper than the plastic kit on Hatton's. Not sure how they worked that one out, because it really is nice. I ordered myself some portals for the tunnel that I've started to build, and they were £5 actually. They were £5 and I went for stone rather than brick. So they're pretty nice. You'll see them upcoming later in the video. And an early birthday present for myself, I ordered this 060 Fowler 4F class, which is lovely, really nice model. I've done a full review on that as well. So you can see I've started to cut the foam. We're going for the back quarter of the back left side of the layout. So this basically was built up from the original board that I was going to use if you've seen part 1. So I just cut a rough shape, and you can see the back side there. And glued them together. So you can see it from a couple of different angles here. don't worry, this is nowhere near the finished product. I wasn't just going to leave it like that. So originally I was going to have like a higher level with a small oval on top, and then run like a small packet or something like that, but I decided that would have been too much high level. I just wanted a nice corner tunnel, and so that idea was scrapped. So as you can see, the 060 4F that I bought, running around with the vans, the pre-owned vans that I bought, and I'm really happy with this logo. I absolutely love it. I adore it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Lovely detail on it, and it was my first logo that I bought that wasn't Thomas & Friends or didn't come in a train set. That was a tender engine. So I'm going to show you a bit of the cutting foam now. Sorry for the lighting here. It was pretty dark when I had the chance to do this due to work and various other commitments, but you sort of get the idea here. We've got the big knife out, we've got the glue out, and I've started to cut. So the idea is that the tunnel will come out the other side of the bank, and then you're going to have the layers built up here. So I've just do it in layer by layer, cutting a rough shape for now, and then glue it all together, wait for that to dry, and then obviously trim it off a bit more just to get a shape out of it, because you know that's what I want, that just the shape. And obviously I'm going to build it up with scenics and paints and all the rest, so eventually it will be like a full grass bank. And the idea is that I'm going to have a farm house sitting on the top of the bank, and then the fields coming down, and I'll probably have some, you know, cattle and stuff like that. So that's going to be like one of the most centerpieces that's non-railway related. Easy for me to say. So you can see again here, I've started to cut away. It's starting to take shape now, and so it's looking pretty tidy. I'm pretty happy with how it's come along. I've never done anything like this before in my life, so this is all new to me, and I haven't really watched any guides. I'm just sort of going off how I feel it should look. So the banking will sort of narrow down towards the station. I'll put some nice brick walls and stuff in there, and you know, I've got an idea in my head. I'm hoping it'll look good. I'm just hoping that I can learn some painting skills, and you know, there's a lot of products out there that should help me with that. And practice makes perfect, and I got plenty more foam, so if I do mess it up, I can obviously just start again, really, so it's not a problem. I'd like to do it on the first try, and obviously I will be adding more hills and scenics this style, but this is the biggest piece I'm gonna have to do, so I thought I'd start with that out the way. Again, this is later on. You can start, so I've started to cut away the bank into the top. These are the double stone portholes that I bought, and I'd measured this out, so I know that they're gonna fit. But obviously leave them in the packaging for a second, just so you can see what my theory is. So yeah, that's gonna place down there, and then just above where you can see the tunnel is, I'm gonna cut that down, and then obviously it'll be built up after that and painted and everything else. But yeah, it's starting to. I'm pretty happy taking shape. I tried to get a bit of shooting done with the light when it was like down there, but you can see I've been busy with the knife cutting away. There's still quite a little bit to do before we move on to the next stage, but as I say, complete amateur at this. It's not something I know what I'm doing, so considering that, it's going pretty well so far. And I think it's the right sort of height as well. I didn't want it like that massive hill, because it's only an 8-foot board at the moment. I'm going to work on this 8-foot first, and then I can add additions later on. But you know, there's plenty of space. There's a lot of space to work with. I keep changing the front track layout, which you may have noticed from watching other videos, because I'm not really sure what I want there. But I definitely want this bank sort of heading down towards the country station, so I think I've pretty much decided that's where the station's going to go. It's going to go at that area at the back. I think it is quite nicely suited to that, and it also leaves the front not too cluttered, because I want to keep it nice and rural. I'll also be able to make some videos to show you guys what I buy. And if you've got a clutter of buildings, it's going to be hard to do that. the camera will tend to focus on other stuff. So the third track, I was originally going to go for 3 ovals, but I felt it was too much for the board that I've got, so we just got a side in there, and sort of this sort of area just as you go through the tunnel. That's some sort of plan to have a little bit of sort of a waste area there. I might even put a weathered loco, weathered beyond repair, shall we say, just sort of sitting in the sidings. The idea is to work on this back left side first, get this done. It will take me a while, so I don't know how long it's going to take me, but as I say, we're being an amateur, I'm expecting mistakes, which is the only way you learn, really, especially doing something like this, which I've never done before. As I say, I'm no expert and I don't claim to be, but hopefully you can see by these videos that I am trying to do everything myself and that I am putting the effort in. I'm not just throwing money at it and, you know, hoping for the best. So I'm hoping it'll blend quite nicely from the foam into the board, sort of seamless, so it doesn't, in the end, it's not going to look like I've just stuck this monstrosity into the corner. It is going to look like it was sort of flowing out of the board, and I've seen the stuff that you can do that with. So I'll be putting an order into Gauge Master. I don't know if it'll be before Christmas now or after, because I've spent a fair bit of money at the moment, and I'm still not sure if I'm happy with the shape. I want to get all my foam and cut into the places where I want it to be before I start going mad with the paints and all the rest of it. But yeah, this is the layout has changed again at the front. I'm trying to keep not too many lines. I think, you know, especially with hoping to go to digital as well pretty soon, you don't need, you know, 3 or 4 isolated lines to run different logos on, and I don't want to clutter it either. I've seen a few layouts, and you know, a while some of them look absolutely fantastic, and I think, wow, a lot of effort went into that. I also think, you know, that's a lot of clutter, and your eye doesn't focus on anything. It just sort of looks a bit messy to me, but you know, as I say, each to their own. I don't know if people are going to be a fan of what I'm doing, but it's, you know, I'm really just making this series so you can see that it is possible for anybody to do if they want to get involved in it. I know you don't have to spend a fortune or have any experience or the skills. You learn as you go along. You just gotta have a bit of patience with certain things, especially if they're not in your wheelhouse. So you can see the water tower there. I really am a big fan of this. I do like it, and it's always made me want to change the country station building to a Scaledale building as well, just to give that, it's just got that little bit more realism to it. The plastic kits kind of, especially if you use the brick finish, they do look pretty good, but as soon as you put a bit of Scaledale on the layout with them, it instantly just shows them up. And on certain items, they aren't really that different in price, so I think I might do that, but I'm trying to carry on before I go spending any more money. So basically, I'm a quick look underneath, and I've got some more things to do, but you can see we got the shelf there with the Thomas collection on it. I'm keeping like the boxes for everything. So there's, as you can see, Thomas didn't come in a box, he came in a train set, but I've just put him on that shelf. So this is where the collection of stuff that either isn't going to be used or whatever is going to be underneath. So you can see I've got it pretty organised. And also I'm going to have some things that are interchangeable, so like different buildings will be interchangeable. And obviously I'm hoping to get a decent collection together, so sometimes I'll be able to run, say, Great Western layout, and then I'll raise LMS, and then something a bit more closer to home, like make it look a bit more Welsh. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm sorry if it's a bit long and you're probably thinking to yourself, Jesus, he's really dragging this out. But I have had 1 or 2 messages, people ask me for a bit of an update. And I think we're getting somewhere. I've only been doing this about 5-6 weeks, so it's not too bad. And I'm hoping to learn a little bit more. But I gotta thank everybody for the support of my videos. It does mean a lot to me, especially the comments. I really like enjoying the interaction of people, you know, saying that they enjoyed the video or they like the video, or You know, somebody recommended me should try a company called Rails of Sheffield, so I'm going to have a look at that site next. And it's great. It's a really nice community compared to like the racing community that I'm part of. I go racing, and you know, it's different kind of comments you get on your videos. But yeah, thank you very much. I've got a few more videos coming up in the week, and hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy. If you've got any comments or anything you think I should know or can help me with, then stick them in the comments section below. I do reply and I do read them. You know, I do go through them and I reply to everybody pretty much. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.